Hello, I'm Luke Hatfield. I'm joined by our Wolves man here at the Express and Star, Mr. Tim Spears. Tim, you know the old adage they say, judge after 10 games. Well, guess what? We're coming up to the 10th one. How are Wolves doing?
Good, very good. A minus, I think you'd say, so far. Not perfect, but pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. 10 games in, certainly a good time to judge them. And after Saturday's game, win, lose or draw, the lowest they can be is 11th.
Yeah.
And the highest they can be is 6th, actually. So we'll see what happens on Saturday if they can get back to winning ways at Brighton. And just to say on that game, Wolves never lost 2 games in a row. Under Nuno last year, they were very good at bouncing back, and I think it'll be a very interesting week in training.
Yeah.
This week, places up for grabs, and Nuno will want to see reaction, and you'd expect them to show it at Brighton on Saturday. So looking forward to that. And yeah, we'll see where they are on the table. But as far as their ambitions go for the season overall, after what we've seen so far, I think they can certainly target the top half.
Yeah.
I don't think we're talking about a relegation battle at all. The weakness of the bottom 3 or 4 teams who Wolves haven't actually played yet. I mean, Cardiff, Newcastle, Huddersfield, Fulham haven't played any of these teams yet. So, but I think they're a good distance ahead of them in terms of the level of quality that they're producing. So, and you look at the teams that they've beaten Burnley, West Ham, Southampton, Crystal Palace. They can expect, I think, to be in and around that mid-table top half position. Whether they can push for Europe or not, I think we'll need to see some improvements. But they're certainly looking free of a relegation battle, which is the most important thing. And if they could finish top half, that would be incredible, really.
Certainly is. And you said they were on an A minus. What sort of grade do you think they'll need to get for me to start booking my flights next year?
More goals is definitely needed. I mean, they were never, said on one of these videos before, they were never prolific scorers by the standards of normal runaway championship leaders.
Yeah.
Most teams who get around the 100-point mark tend to edge towards 100 goals, and Wolves didn't get near that mark. They only handed out 3 or 4 kind of thrashings, as it were. So they were never massive scorers. They were more built on a foundation of a solid defence and clean sheets. And we've seen that again this season, and it's no surprise really, because that's the way that Nuno's been in his career. At Valencia and Porto, very tight defence. That's the foundations, and it works for him and it works for Wolves. They've conceded only 8 goals, just found it there, and only 4 have conceded fewer than that. And it's Man City, it's Liverpool, it's Chelsea, and it's Spurs.
So they're not good though.
Yeah. So their defensive record is superb, but at the other end, only 9 goals from 9 games, and only 6 teams in the league have scored fewer than that.
Yeah.
So it's obvious where their weakness, as it were, lies. I think they will have to score more goals because they can't rely on keeping clean sheets week after week at this level, as we saw. Even a team like Watford, not disrespectfully at all, can score 2 in a minute against them on Saturday, and Wolves all of a sudden looked quite frail defensively. So no more injuries is going to be key. They haven't got the biggest of squads, and you can see there's a couple of areas, particularly at wing back, and I think central midfield as well, where one injury and the team will be weakened quite considerably. So no injuries and more goals. And still keep it tight at the back, and then I think we can be looking at a push for kind of 6th, 7th if they can keep this form going, but certainly top half for me.
Yeah, so don't book your flights for Europe just yet, but we'll see how Wolves do, and then maybe we can think about it. For all the latest on them, make sure you stay with us at expressandstar.com.